Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be going ahead and making diced tomatoes and canning them. These are actually tomatoes from my own garden, and I'm going to go ahead and we are going to cut out the stem, and we are going to cut out any blemishes. So first I'm going to go ahead and get our knife. We are going to cut around the stem. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut these tomatoes with the skin on. I think it would just be a whole lot easier. If you want to, you can go ahead and peel the tomato yourself, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut down and do like a slicing. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the other way. Let's see if we can get a little bit better knife there. That way we kind of have them into nice chunks. And we'll do the same here with this one. And this one. And again, I cut out the stem right there. And that one was a pretty perfect tomato. And I'm going to go ahead and fill my, this is a pint jar with the tomatoes. And I'm going to try to go ahead and get it all the way up to here. And then we'll add in some salt and then some lemon juice. I'm back. I have cut all the tomatoes and put them in the jars here. I kind of tried to pack them down as much as possible. And now we're going to go ahead and add in half a teaspoon per pint of, we're using canning or pickling salt by Morton. Probably really need to use this kind of salt while we're doing the tomatoes. So that was half a teaspoon. And I got some right here in a bowl. I'm going to put that in each one of them. And now we're going to go ahead and add some lemon juice. You can use bottled lemon juice. I don't have any on hand, so I just had some fresh lemons. So we're going to go ahead and do 1 tablespoon per pint of lemon juice. And I've got some lemons here already to go. That's about a tablespoon. And there's a tablespoon there. And I'm going to go ahead and take a spoon here and just kind of try to incorporate it in, mixing it up a little bit in our pint jar. Get it all around there. I've got a pot over here on the stove boiling, and I apologize, in the beginning of the video it was quite loud next to my microphone over here with the boiling pot, so I put the lid on and it should be a lot quieter now. So that looks pretty good now. Now since I cut up the tomatoes and put them in there, there could be junk around the rim, and we need to go ahead, and I just took a paper towel and wet it, and I'm just going to go ahead and wipe the rim down and the sides. That way it makes sure you are going to have like a good seal. And I'm going to kind of take a dry one and go a little bit over there. That way, if you wipe it down, that way in case there was something on there, it may not have sealed. So this way, by doing that, it should seal. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my canning seal and put them on the jars and take the ring and go ahead and put those on. And we're going to go ahead and put it in my water bath canner here. I just have a big pot in here, and there is a rack that goes in the bottom. It's actually the rack from my canner I put on there because the jars cannot be directly on the heat. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. And this needs to boil about medium heat, medium high heat, and it has to boil for 40 minutes for pints. So we're just going to water bath this, and after 40 minutes, then I should be able to turn off the heat and it should be sealed. And then that way they'll be able to stay on, in your shelf up to a year, maybe even longer. The tomatoes are all done. They're out of the pot, and you can tell that they look like they've kind of separated a little bit there. The tomato on top and the juice on the bottom, and those are totally okay. It's totally normal for that to do that. When they cool, you can just kind of shake it up a little bit and it should redistribute and just look normal. Now these tomatoes, if they're homegrown, they have absolutely nothing artificial in them. That's one reason why I like to make my own compared to what you get in the store. I use these diced tomatoes in when I make a homemade chili. You can also put it in that Texas hash recipe that I showed you guys in my very, very first video. Instead of stewed tomatoes, if you didn't have them, you could put diced tomatoes and then just add a little bit of water and it would still work out. If you like what you're seeing today, please hit the subscribe button down below. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.